The first one is the brand new agent. You have no clue what's going on. You're like, what is going on with this company? I see all these people making money. When am I going to make my money? And I'm going to tell you guys, this is the place. Like, stop looking. This is it. If you're a brand new agent, this is like a game.
So, everybody, Grady Pulse in the America Agency, beyond excited to have Miss Digna Deleon-Morris on with us today. I've had the great pleasure of knowing her for a few years now and watching her get started in the business. I was excited for her, watching her be in the business. I know she was excited, but what happens with driven people is excitement only carries you so far, and then you need to start seeing some results. And what's so incredible about her story is her drive and desire to make it happen. And not just for her, her family, her children, her husband, but for her team. And to see where she is now, and to for my eyes to just need to lead to, like, when they told me like recent that Digna wrote $600,000, Hall of Fame and a half last year, I said, oh my gosh. And then we saw the numbers for her team approaching 1 million a month, nearly board member in team volume from her leadership. I knew she'd get there. 2, I knew she deserved it. But 3, the big dude upstairs just made her pay her dues. And it's incredible to see what she has accomplished, what she's done, what she's created, her sales process. I mean, guys, you are in for a call today, because some of the things that she showed me, I had to get off the phone with her yesterday because we started talking. I was like, I want this for the call. But is stuff that in my small experience, but grand experience in being a part of this industry, I had never seen before, but in a very few remote subsets of the industry. And I'm just so proud of her foresight and vision as a business owner to create tools and assets for herself and her team. So without further ado, Miss Digna Deleon-Morris is a Hall of Fame producer, board member, agency manager, and live in studio from Florida, right? In Florida today, to talk to you about how to sell IULs at an incredibly high level. So how are you doing today, Digna?
I'm super excited. I'm honored. Thank you so much for having me here today. I'm so grateful and I'm honored. I'm so excited. I hope I can do a good job for everybody today. I'm gonna do my best.
You're going to do a fantastic job. So I echoed a little bit to your past and your story and what you've gone through. Because I remember when you came in here, and I would love if you'd share your success in the past, because because your success in the past also came from struggles before you were successful, and then new struggles, and then a new present and an incredible future. But so I'd love if you'd share your story with us all. Just for all those, there's so many people who can relate to who you are as a mother and as a spouse and as a businesswoman, but at the same standpoint to what you went through to be able to get where you are today.
Absolutely. I love to. So, Digna Deleon-Morris, I am Latina, so I'm kind of loud. You're going to get a lot of that here today. I'm super grateful to be here Family First Live, hands down, it is the best opportunity in America. So, FFL on the chat, let me see you nice and big, because it is the best opportunity, guys. And I'm coming from a place where I kind of looked at all the other opportunities out there with my husband. So I came to this country very young, and I went to work. I went to study. I got 2 college degrees behind me, which they have dust. Like, I don't use them anymore. And I went to work for corporate America for 22 years of my life. Like, that was my thing. Like, I thought that's where I was going to be successful in America. And I had a decent job. I don't think it's a good job, but it was a decent job, 6-figure income. But I'm a mother of 4 children, and I was never home for my family. I was always running around. I had an $82 million operation a year that I was responsible for, 7 days a week, 2 phones, no life. I was just sick and tired of that. And when my 4th baby was born, that's when I found my why, because, it was a really tough delivery, ladies. It was a C-section. The baby almost died. It was very dramatic. And in that moment, I found myself already having a part-time network marketing business with my husband, making a lot of excuses, wanting to get out, knowing my why, but not really doing the job. And then I made a decision in 2011 that I was going to go all in with that business. And in 6 months, my husband and I were able to, replace my 6-figure income. And I came home with the baby, and I was all in network marketing. We made millions of dollars, and we lost all of it. Okay. So we had no financial education background at the time. Okay. We lost everything. And 2016 was the year for us where we had to start from zero. And my wonderful husband, who I love, said, "You got to get licensed for insurance in 2017." And I said, "Absolutely not." Like, I was against it. Like, it was a step down for me. Like, no way. And after so many fights and like, okay, I have to go get licensed. So I get licensed. Fine. I take one for the team. And I got the license. Thank you to my husband, which I didn't even put the license to work. We were doing friends and family. We have no idea there was such a thing as family first life. So I went through a lot to learn. Funny story. I started with IULs. And I didn't really do it. My husband was the one talking to the friends and family, and I had the license, and we were doing this thing, but I wasn't really in. And then I went into infinite banking for 4 years, guys, and I was so into infinite banking. And then you hate IULs when you do infinite banking. Okay, that's the deal there. And it was friends and families, and I was like, I'm making less money than what I was doing when I was in corporate America. I love the idea to work from home and all that. And then one day we went to an event, and we found all these crazy people talking about all this money. And I'm like, what are they doing that I don't know? And I'm in this industry. So that's when I started like, oh, there's other stuff out there. So they were telling me at that other company, don't go on social media, don't listen to anyone. They probably told you those lies too, right? That's not real. You could get in trouble. You could lose your license, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm seeing all these people saying, well, I'm getting my clients approved on the spot. I'm getting paid 48 hours. And I'm like, what? I'm waiting 2 weeks to see if they get qualified. And maybe I get paid twice a month. So it was like a game changer for us. And then they're like, oh, we're not talking to friends and family. We actually buy leads. People that actually want what we have. I'm like, what? How many can I get? That was my question. So I'm super grateful that and where I am today, the team, Grady at the upline, but Marissa Mazziati has been such an angel in my life, and Sean Mike. And I'm just grateful because I know the opportunity is amazing. And that's why at the beginning, guys, it was tough for me. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to come here and tell you it was beautiful and, oh my God, I was a success day one. No. You know what I said at the beginning? I was going to do final expense clients on Zoom. That was my idea, my big idea when I came in here. I told my friend, I'm like, I'm not going to go in home. What is that? I've never done that. I'm going to bring them on Zoom. And she's like, okay, you go try that. I'm going to go in home. And then she's writing business. And I'm like, this is not working. And then I went in home and I did that. And I had success because I know how to connect with people. I love people. And I know what I'm doing is so valuable for the family. So that was easy for me to get in the homes and connect with that client, find the why, and let's write a policy. But I knew one thing. I wanted to be home because I spent 22 years outside of my house. And I said, I need to do telesales. Some way, somehow, somebody got to show me. And then I went to study in YouTube University right here with Grady. And guys, YouTube right here, it has it all. I mean, Grady's channel is the best. And I just, some people listen to YouTube, listen to this is good. And you put a fast, like 1.5, 1.2. I don't know how they do that. You know what I was doing? I was making it slow because I wanted to listen, and I was taking notes, and I was like repeating what they said. And I spent a lot of money in leads at the beginning trying to do telesales, and it didn't work. So I'm not here today saying, oh, it was so easy for me. I'm just so good. No, I sucked at it. I was really bad at it. And what I did, Grady, I already had a certain amount of skills from other industry. Like I know I had teams before in corporate America. I did sales and network marketing. I knew how to do all of that. I'm like, why don't I just like merge, transfer some of that in here? And then how can I build something amazing in this company, in this opportunity? And I just wouldn't give up. I just wouldn't give up until. And I don't know if you let me, but I want to talk to three types of people that are on this call today. Is that okay?
Please.
There's three types of people, and that's who I want to talk to. The first one is the brand new agent. You have no clue what's going on. You're like, what is going on with this company? I see all these people making money. When am I going to make my money? And I'm going to tell you guys, this is the place. Like, stop looking. This is it. If you're a brand new agent, this is like a game. Follow the leader. Whatever the person that's in your business with you, that's making money, that's your manager, that already went the way, just follow that. Listen to them. And that some people have a real hard time with that. Just listen to the instruction. Like it's like a book. Just like follow what they're saying and then do it. There's a script that you're going to follow at the beginning. Just read it. Like, don't make it up. Don't try to reinvent anything. Don't come with new ideas. I'm sorry. I love you. I know you have great ideas, but you know what? I had great ideas too, and they didn't work. And then I said, okay, give me the script. I'm going to memorize this thing, and I'm going to just say how it is. Live your ideas and all your talent and all the beautiful things that you got. They are beautiful, but not for right now. If you're a brand new agent, just follow success, what is already working, and do that. Now, here's the other thing. Create a schedule that you are going to follow. Just like whatever it is, it's your business. If it's going to be 5 hours a day, it's going to be 5 hours a day. If it's going to be 6 days a week, it's going to be 6 days a week. But just commit and be there. Just be there and do the work that it's needed. And then you have to believe. And sometimes that's really hard at the beginning because you don't have anything, you don't have any foundation. You're like, well, I haven't made any money yet. But just believe that his agency did 150 million issue pay business last year. And in 2019, I believe Grady didn't do, how much did you do in 2019, Grady?
On 800,000 the whole year.
800,000. How about 2018?
Oh, just me, 250,000.
So what I'm trying to say here, like, hello, and then look at today. So what we're telling you to do is what probably your upline or the person you're working with is saying for you to do, but you're not listening. Because I have a hard head too. I didn't want to listen, and then I had to get humble, and then like, okay, I'm going to listen because I want to make money. I could either have a big ego or I could have a big bank account, and I'd much rather the bank account and a big business. So that's what I did. And then be consistent, guys. I mean, that's the one thing that I see in new agents. You just don't show up. You just want to come in and write a policy and then go pay your bills that you haven't paid before. Now you want to pay your bills and don't buy leads. If you don't buy leads in this business, you don't have a business. It's that simple. So new agents, please listen to the person you're working with. Now, if that person is not doing anything and they're not working and they don't have a schedule and they don't have anything for you, then go up. There's somebody else in the business. Believe me when I tell you that. Find out who can help you because somebody will. Ask for help. Okay, that's for the new agent. Person number 2 is somebody that has been here for a while and they just don't feel that they where they are today is where they should be. Like, I should be further along the way. Something is going on. What is wrong with the lease, right? You're blaming somebody, probably. I'm going to tell you what's happening. It's one of this. There's really 4 things that are happening, and you tell me. I want you to look at yourself and say, oh, that's the one thing that I'm not doing. There's 4 things that you have to do, and you're not doing one of them. The first one, I guarantee you don't buy leads every single week. You probably buy once a month. You're calling the all leads, and you're expecting something miracle, something crazy to happen. It's not going to happen. You need to buy leads every week in order to get paid every single month. Because I heard this at the beginning, and I know this for a fact today. You could have a bad week, even 2 weeks that could be bad, even 3 weeks, but you would never have a bad month if you buy leads every week and you call those leads and you do the work. So that's one of the things. If you're not having the success you think you should have at this point, you're not buying leads every week. And then number 2, you are not allowing the person that's trying to help you to actually help you. You're not opening the mic when you're calling. They cannot listen to your presentation. If they can, let me tell you, if I cannot listen to my agents when they are presenting to a client, there is absolutely no way that I could help them. So I have a guy, a brand new guy, amazing. He's so fired up. He's so hungry for this. He has a brand new baby at home. We did all the trainings. He got started. He sold a few policy. He bought leads. He did all the right things. And then he's like, I'm not listening to him at this point. He's working, in another room. And he's like, Digna, I don't know. I haven't closed in 2 weeks. What's going on? I said, well, let me hear you, because I haven't heard what you're saying to the client. So let's get on the room right now. And we got inside this virtual room. He started calling people. He's trying to sell me an IUL. And I'm like, what the heck are you doing? That's not what I was teaching you when we started. You changed the script on me. Of course, you're not going to sell anything. And we spent an hour. And that day he sold 4 policies. That day. And he's been top producer since. Guys, let the person that you're working with that is selling, that they know what they're doing, listen to you and let them correct you and help you, because sometimes it's one little thing that you're missing and that person is the one that's going to help you. Okay. And then the other thing, the number 3 is you have to have a consistent. And if you don't have this, you're not being consistent with your business. I promise you that that's one of the things that's happening. You show up when you feel like it. When you have a headache, you don't show up. When the bills are like, getting in your nerves, you don't show up. When you get paid, you go and you pay the bills, or you go to Disney and then you disappear for a week. You're not being consistent with your business. That's why you don't have the results that you're looking for. And the last one is that maybe you're not believing enough in this business or yourself. And that's something that's going to happen with time for some people, because maybe you've been through a lot and you're not trusting anybody. So just believe that we believe, just hold on to somebody else's story for now until you're able to create your own. And I think those are the 4 things for those agents that they feel like I'm stuck. No, you're not. You're just not buying enough leads. You're not letting somebody listen to you. You just don't have a consistent schedule, and maybe you just don't believe in what you're doing. You probably don't have an IUL in yourself. Buy one for you, for your child. That would change the game for you. I promise you. And then now the last person I want to talk to quickly is the one that's killing it. Let's say they like our agents. It's on fire. We like killing it. We Hall of Fame and you name it, all the good stuff. If that's you, keep pushing. Pour gasoline into your team. That's what I'm doing right now. I started a 90-day game plan with my team, and we're on fire. I mean, literally, we submitted 800K in the first 15 days of the month. Wow. It's literally on fire. And it's because I realized how easy it is to lay back and say, hey, I'm going to be a Hall of Fame. Oh my God, all of these things are going to happen. Convention is around. No, don't wait for convention. Why? What about the last 2 weeks of January? What about before you get there? This month, it's going to count for your production. Don't pour gasoline into your fire. That's what I'm doing. And then remember what your bank account looked like 2 years ago, or maybe a year ago, or maybe 6 months ago. Just remember where you started. Because when I go back there, when I had chargebacks, when I wasn't getting paid, when things were crazy, when people were quitting every day, I go back to that, and I never want to go there again. I'm like, I'm recruiting people today. I'm going to sell some IULs. I'm going to do something. So go back to that point, because think about that new agent that just got into your business yesterday, and they don't know what to do. They are dreaming about selling that first policy, and you got paid and you're paying your bills, and now you don't care. So that's for you. And those are the 3 people I wanted that was in my heart today. And I'm like, I got to share this with everybody.